hundreds of people that my squads have arrested, and all of the drugs that we seized really haven't made an impact upon the drugs problem at all. It's true to say that the drugs problem now is worse than when I started 30 years ago. I believe that we could see today a change in the tide where the good guys start to get on top again. This place could become a fast breeder reactor, churning out trained professionals who can go all over the States and all over the world and spread the message about a program that can really work to reduce the drug problem.
My job, as I came here to see this project from Canada, was to take the idea of Narconon and witness myself and see myself and go and try to convince the governments of Canada that there is a program out there. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. Just go ahead and implement the program which is already there with a proven record.
I looked at the Narconon technology, and when I looked at it thoroughly and understood it, I realized it really can, quote unquote, cure this disease, if it is such a thing as a disease. It can fix the problem. So your question is, how can it impact it? It's the only program I've seen that, if done thoroughly and if given to people so that they can have access to it, it can handle the problem.
I feel positively encouraged that drug treatment is moving forward in a very professional, efficient and effective way. I believe also that I'm coming out of here with a knowledge of a network of professionals that can assist me at any given time.
Programs like this that achieve recovery rates of around 70 to 80%, which is 2 to 3 times the national average, need to be brought up into the forefront and funded, because they work. I mean, my goodness, we found an antibiotic that could treat AIDS 4 times better than anything we have so far. My goodness, it would be all over the headlines.
All it takes is a blind man to see half of what Narconon can do as an answer to the problems, to be able to use it as a solution to get rid of a major part of the problem.
The results are everything in the world for these people, to rehabilitate these young people and get them going again. I think we have to do it. That's better than the prisons, I think. I think this is the way to do it, Narconon.
There are 7 million drug addicts in my country. 1 million heroin addicts, 4 million opium addicts, 2 million prescribed medication addicts. And we only, at any given point in time, out of these 7 million people, only 1,000 can approach for treatment. In most centers, the success rate is not more than 20%. So, I mean, we need Narconon. So actually, a part of my mission to come over here is to try to convince Narconon to come to India, because we need it.
Drug problem is at epic proportions. I have spent the last 5 years of my life, although I've been doing this type of work for 20 years, traveling around the country for the White House, for the United States Department of Education, and for doing mentoring programs with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. If we can get people here to train and learn the Narconon program and then go out and spread that throughout the United States, then we can have an entire effect on the United States of America. And that is now my goal.
I've observed them ever since they come to Oklahoma, and I've been impressed with what they've done. And I think there's a lot of hope there and a lot of promise, and we need to take advantage of it. We need to implement it, encourage them, and help them do their mission. It's easier to take a stand and not take a stand on a problem like this. We've all got to take a stand, and as soon as everybody realizes that, we'll win the fight.